In the realm of shadows where death's cold embrace holds secrets untold, a love we can't erase. Though parted by the veil, our souls entwine in a love eternal, a bond so divine. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way, whispering promises, dispelling my dismay. I see your gentle smile, a beacon in the gloom, a reminder that our love transcends the tomb. Oh my love, my heart's eternal flame. In this afterlife, our love will forever remain. No earthly chains can hold us apart, for in death's embrace we found our truest star. Through the twilight's veil, your spirit guides my way, whispering promises, dispelling my dismay. I see your gentle smile, a beacon in the gloom, a reminder that our love transcends the tomb. Oh, in this ethereal realm where the love knows no.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Hold on, let me get the banner off my face. Where was it? There we go. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm really trying to figure out these glasses. If I hold my head like this, you could see my eyes. But I am so sorry for the glare. How is everyone? How is your New Year's? Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Yes, yes, yes. This is the year of the fire horse. Out with the old 2025, all the old energy. I'm MamaCole. Welcome. I'm a psychic medium with Psychic Insights. I have brought my cards. We are coming to tea time tonight. If this is your first time, I hope you go grab you some tea, beverage of choice, drink of choice, whatever you would like. Hi, Megan. How are you? I don't know where everybody is, Doopy, but they'll be here in a little bit. Welcome. Happy New Year, Tawny. Happy New Year, Chelsea. So glad to see you guys here. What a day, huh? I was going to come live last week on Christmas. Like, honestly, my husband has not been home. He is away with his dad, who has colon cancer, and he had to have surgery over the holidays. So the first time in 30 years, we didn't get to kiss on New Year's Eve. And like, wow, what a trip. Really made me realize, like, what all you widows and stuff go through. I mean, I know he's still here with me, but like he physically wasn't. So it definitely has been a little different, but it really makes me appreciate what we have. I'm really good, Megan. Thanks for asking. So if you don't know who I am, I'm MamaCole. I am a psychic medium. Tea time is for us to ask questions. We pull cards. I do small readings. I've already opened my circle. I've burnt some sage. And I have dropped in, and this time it's not really with any spirits per se. I dropped in to see what 2026 had in store for us as a collective. And I do have some, I don't really want to call them predictions. I just have some visions and things that I saw for the year ahead. I've been watching different astrologers and stuff tell their predictions. I usually do for some of my clients. Hi, Beth. How are you? I do a wheel of the year. So what I thought I would do is tell you like the predictions and the things that I saw. And then we might end up doing like a collective wheel of the year where we pull a card for each month and just see what the overall energies are of the month. Hi, Asphalt. Welcome. Welcome, Lauren. Nice to see you. Let's see who's over on Facebook. And welcome everyone on Discord. I don't see any comments on Facebook. If you're over there, I'm just not able to see your comments yet, but welcome. There we go. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Carrie over on Facebook. Happy New Year to you guys, too. So, what I'd like to do if you're not driving, I always like to start with us just breathing a little bit, dropping in, relaxing, kind of leaving the stress of the day, the old year behind us. Nope, I'm not AI, but thank you. There we go. So just close your eyes as long as you're not breathing, not operating heavy machinery or driving. Go ahead and close your eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths. Go ahead and take a couple more. Do a couple more. I'd like to go ahead and invite our guides, guardians, ancestors, loved ones, and our higher selves. May we have a beautiful experience this evening. May the messages be open, clear, and very easily understood. May we have validations that stir our soul and hearts and help bring us peace and comfort for the coming year. Amen, Aho, and Somo Tipi. You can open your eyes. Hi, Tisha. Nice to see you. Welcome, James. 6-7. What I just did was we created a sacred space. I let your loved ones know, your higher selves and stuff. We just invited everybody in, created a sacred space, and let them all know that we're ready to work and open to receive messages. And that's something that I like to teach people in classes and stuff, is how to create a sacred space. You can't always just like say, okay, I want my spirit guides to talk to me right now. I need a message right now. Because guess what? They're not like on command or demand. They're not going to just be like that. But if you soften your heart and you make yourself receptive, like you're going to turn in your radio station, like turn out the static and stuff, the messages will be easier to understand. You'll be easier to accept and understand. So that's what that is. It's just by you breathing, you're actually recentering yourself and making yourself more receptive. Okay. So if you have a deck of cards, why don't you grab them? I did burn some sage, but now that everybody's here, let's burn some sage. And I do sage as a clearing, just to clear the air, the energies. It's how I grew up. So I always burn sage. And I always love to do my palms. I do my palms behind me, the bottoms of my feet. Just part of clearing the air. There we go. Put that in my shell. And I opened circle already. Now, when I first dropped in, I do want to say that if you watched Hollis in the reading party last night, I believe was saying that at the beginning of the year, hi, Hannah, welcome, welcome. Grab your cards, Hannah. I just want to say some of my predictions, and I don't really want to say predictions, just the things that I saw when I dropped in. Normally, if you've had an appointment with me before, you know I drop in 15 minutes ahead, and I get visuals, and I write them down. I get messages. I'll see. Sometimes I get music, but my technology is really down right now. I'm being stripped of a lot of things. I don't have my Alexa. I don't have my usual music. So I get visuals and things like that. And I just write them down. And that's what I was just doing. And the very first thing I saw were like fireworks, but they were more tracers. And the only other time I've ever seen these in my life was right before Panama. Not Panama, I'm so sorry. Right before Iraq and all of that in 89, 90, I believe it was, like Desert Storm at the very beginning. I smell sage. I get insanely sick and puke. Oh, we're going to have to check that out. Okay, well, let's go back to that. So, but in that time, I lived in Hawaii, and the Marines were leaving, and we saw all the troops leaving and everything else, and the ships and all the military equipment was painted desert colors, which we'd never seen before. And I'd had a vision while I was on my ship of these like tracer bombs, and I didn't know what they were. I just described it to my mom, told my mom, and then a week later it was on the news exactly like I described. And now tonight, when I first dropped in, I saw something very similar. So it's some kind of, to me, they were represented as fireworks this time. So there is some kind of war being represented, but I don't feel like on mainland that we're in danger at all. Okay. Welcome, Donna. But that was just like the first thing that I got. And then after that, I immediately saw that we must return to our old ways. That the older people, like myself and stuff, were kind of like 60s and up. I'm almost 60, but we're kind of like lost. Like we're the ones that we learned the old ways from our grandparents, and then we're trying to fit in with the new ways and the technology and the fast pace and all that. But we need to find our purpose again by teaching the younger people how to survive. And it's going to be like canning, gardening, and how to produce and preserve safe foods. So that was another thing that I saw that's going to be a big focus of 2026 but it's going to be communal. It's going to be like the older passing down. Yeah, the old ways are best ways as people lived healthier lives and were more grounded and can survive. Yes. Because I was getting a lot of messages. Like when I saw this, it was absolutely beautiful. You were in 90. I think you're right. Yeah, you were in middle school and middle school during that time. Yeah, I was on a cruise ship in Hawaii during the war in 90. It was crazy stuff. So, oh, thank you, Tisha. Thank you so much. And if you need a reading for the year, hi, Judith. Nice to see you. Hi, Jade. Happy New Year. If you guys need a reading for the new year, I do a Wheel of the Year, which I freaking love. And that will go month by month. Okay. And that's kind of what I did here, but I didn't really see the months. I just saw visions, and I could kind of like see the seasons. So I was seeing like a return of the old way. So as older people, being able to pass down to the younger generation, because all they know is quick fixes. They only know how to drive through and grab food during COVID. Remember how lost a lot of people were, having to learn how to cook for themselves and stuff like that? I get that's kind of like something like that. And I get it's more that the safety of the food. It's not that it's not going to be accessible or anything. It's just that it's not going to be safe or dependable. Like we're not going to be able to trust it. So we have to learn how to grow and produce on their own. I did also see an end to cloud seeding. Now, really wild. I live in Florida. Okay. And if you look at the state of Florida, like this is Florida here. I live right here, like right at the bend of Florida, like the thumb, like right here. The devil's armpit is what we call it. And we had this past year, no hurricanes, not a one came through. The last 3 years before that, we were direct impact 4 hurricanes in 3 years. Direct impact. I mean, like 85% of our town is gone, wiped out 4 times in a row, like just gone. And I really didn't believe in like the weather manipulation and all that stuff. But now, after having a year with nothing, like it was the most beautiful year, and everybody held their breath. Like nobody wanted to say anything until the season was officially over. And they were like, hey, guess what? There's there wasn't any hurricanes this year. With that, when I was looking right after the teaching of the safe foods, I saw that there'll be an end to cloud seeding in 2026. There'll be more of an awareness and an activism and less destruction. So somehow it's going to come, like people are already discovering the patents and whatever. Like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just know that I've lived it and seen the last two hurricanes were different than any that we've ever lived through. And I've lived in Florida for over 20 years, and they were not normal hurricanes. I've been on ships in hurricanes in Hawaii. Like I've lived through them my whole life, and these were different. Like it was different. Um, so I do see that society's going to come to terms with it and be like, no, nope. It's freezing in New Hampshire. Hi, Sarah. So nice to see you. I'm in Florida, and it's freezing. It was 27 degrees last night. And I know for all you northerners, that's like no big deal. But for us in Florida, it's normally in the high 80s, 85, pretty much year round. Summertime, hundreds, 90s. So 27 is very, very cold, and it's very wet here. So I hear you. And over on Facebook, Hannah was saying that she's been teaching her son how to sew. I love that. And Megan says that her kids are now 13 and 10 and know how to make basic foods, cook eggs, make bread, etc. I feel it's always important for them to know exactly. I used to do foster parenting, and I made sure that all of my kids, because I did teens that came out of juvenile facilities, and I made sure that the guys knew, like they all knew how to make pizza dough, bread, eggs. I'm trying to think what else we made, and cinnamon rolls. So they could have like a dessert, a main meal, and bread to make sandwiches and things like that, because I thought it was very important. So just look forward. These are things to look forward to in the coming year, and let like if they come true, message me. Hey, Mama, did you see about that cloud season? Because I see that like there's going to be like a big bill or something. Like it's really going to be. You're in Arizona, high of 68. That's cold for Arizona. Brr. I grew up New Mexico, and I used to do the Four Corners area all the time. I love Arizona. So the cloud seeding, that will be more activism and more awareness and a lot less destruction. So that's something that we can look forward to. I'm frozen. Yeah, dough is super important. If they can learn how to make a basic dough, they can do bread, they can do pizza, they can make cinnamon rolls, things like that. So remember to teach your kids, and even your 16. That is cold. We got to the high of 60 today, which is low for us, but man, I'm sending you guys some sunshine. The other thing I saw was, I do see, who here follows Bashar or knows who Bashar is? Because I do see I have some of my spiritual buddies here too. You're warmer than normal in Colorado. That's good. You grew up in Arizona too, Hannah? I love that. Yeah, I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, who here's heard of Bashar? Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar, who's an alien being. I have followed him probably 20 years. He says that alien contact is inevitable, and I do see something occurring this year. Yeah, we learn at a young age how to make a fire and cook a damper in the ground and live off the land and pick what food we can get from trees and plants to survive here in Australia. And I think that is so important. And I think somewhere along the line, we forgot to teach the 20-year-olds and the teens and the younger, I think they need to know how to learn to live off the land also. And I do get, now that brings me to, it all came full circle with these things that I was seeing. I also saw that there is going to be some kind of alien contact, but it'll be through frequency and radio waves. And because of this, like there's going to be like interferences and things. And because of this, hi Mamone, nice to see you. Welcome. But because of this interference and stuff, the sacred elders of like the world are going to meet. And I mean, these are like the shamans, the Buddhist monks, the elders, like the sacred global elders will be meeting in 2026. And it's nothing about politics. It's just about peace, like about societal peace. So there's going to be like some kind of summit or something of, and it's not political. It's a spiritual gathering. Um, and then because of this, spiritual practices will become the norm. There's going to be more of an acceptance that everybody practices different and stuff, and that's okay as long as they're practicing something. Like it's it's not going to be Christianity at all. It's going to be more of a universal. There's going to be no fear of differences of beliefs because there's going to be um, our beliefs are going to be challenged by whatever this alien presence is going to be. And there'll be like the no fear of the beliefs or differences are also going to be like sexual orientations. Yeah, it sounds really cool. And it sounds like too much to occur in 1 year, but I get like there's going to be shifts. I don't see it like, on this date, this is going to happen. But I see some kind of like, in my time, remember like hands across the U.S. or like when we held hands across the U.S. and there were times in the late 80s where they sang songs and everybody got together and there was kind of like this human spiritual movement, like for to be reconnected. I get that's going to reoccur in 2026. Megan said she told her son at this point aliens would be a breath of fresh air. He looked at me and said, "You're insane." You're not, though. I get that that's going to occur, but it's going to be different. It's going to be more of an awareness. Um, and I get like the acceptance of the differences in beliefs and orientation, like transgender, gay, all that stuff. It's going to just disappear. Like nobody's going to give a crap because all is not well with the people. And it's just like move past it. The human race is more important than judgment. And like they showed me, like, see human race over judgment. So all isn't well with the people. Like 2026 is going to be a very rough year. People are going to find spiritual paths. Older people are going to find their way. The younger people are going to be really challenged because they want to maintain the quick, instant gratification where they can throw away clothes and buy new clothes instead of sewing and making their own, or learn or going to the store and grabbing a salad to go instead of growing the vegetables and um, having them free of chemicals and pesticides, things like that. So that's what I see for 2026, just when I just slightly dropped in. So I do see like a full year of, because it's the horse year. Last year was the snake, and we were shedding our skin and transforming and revealing, like shedding what no longer served us and revealing our free form. And now we're riding on a horse, like a fire horse at that. So we're moving full speed ahead. So that's what this year is. It's about moving forward, but along with moving forward, we're bringing our old ways into a new world. Okay, so that's what I see in 2026. Mamoni asked, how do I connect with my son spiritually? I'm still so lost on this earth without him. I tried everything, but I come to a point where I dread to wake up every morning. Time just stopped the day he passed for me. I so get that. Um, the easiest way to do that, you have to find a way to come to terms. I would highly suggest a reading with myself or Hollis, honestly, to help you reconnect. If you're not able to do it on your own, it's just because the grief is really heavy. So you're like, how I say, like your radio station, it's very congested right now. So you're not getting a really clear signal. And it's no fault of your own. It's just that the grief is really heavy. Um, hold on. This is my link. And then Hollis, this is Hollis's right here. Okay, Hollis is a grief counselor and really, really Okay. Can anybody hear me? I'm back. I'm not sure if you guys are, but I am here. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Um, there we go. I think I'm back. Yay! I don't. Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I had to restart my computer. Somehow I think we're all back. There we go. I don't know what that was. So, anyway, Mamone, please know that honestly had to have been your son messing with stuff. I've only had that happen once. I don't even know what that was. I plugged in the headphones just in case they were going dead. But what I was saying before we lost sound was that oftentimes our grief makes it so heavy that it's like a radio station. If you remember back in the days when you would try to tune in the radio station and you get all the static, or actually, yeah, like back in the old days, like when we would tune it in and we get all the static and we couldn't get it, so you'd move the antennas around, or you'd put foil on them, and you would do whatever you could. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I love it when they play games with me. So, but you would do whatever you could to get a clear signal. Well, Monet, I think that's what's happening, and that's what's occurring. Is your grief is so heavy, you're so heartbroken over your son's loss that you just don't have a clear signal right now. There you go. I'm so glad you could hear me. So your signal is just a little off right now. Okay, your rabbit ears just aren't functioning the way they normally should, and that's because your grief is just going. I don't see him. I miss him so much. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do without him? Oh, I hope he's okay. Oh, I'm just so heartbroken. What am I going to do? I'm used to talking to him every day. I'm used, like, all of that is overwhelming. What he was showing me was for you to have a picture, light your candle, talk to him each day. He says that you do talk to him. But what he shows me over and over again is you sitting at the beach with the water, your slippers off, put your feet in the water, let the water wash up, and let the worries as the water washes up, let it bring. I want you to think of memories of your son, of his smile, of his giggle, of his laughter, okay? And then as the water, as the waves roll away, I want you to release the what if I would have done this? What if he would have gone to the doctor sooner? What if I should have, I could have, I would have. Every wave that goes, just let it go because it's not serving you. It's actually keeping you apart from his beauty, like his soul, his eternal love. Okay. Hawaii has a huge place in my heart. Like I miss it so terribly, and he's comparing, like that's how much he loves you. He loves you more than the oceans, more than the waves. The waves are like his love; they're totally eternal, and that's the closest thing that he can think of that he's showing me of how to help you heal. And before he actually showed me that eventually you'll be able to hula right there in the water, but for now, just to sit. And as the water comes up, think of memories of him. And as it goes, kind of just let the worry and the stress go. And I know it sounds like cliche and like, oh, that's not good. It will work. I know it'll work. Okay. And you just, my cats. I'm so sorry. My cats went running across my desk. You just have to take it one step at a time. Grief is a process. There is no destination. It's a journey and it sucks. It's very hard, but then it does become beautiful. Once you realize like the mortal body it served its purpose for him, and now he has so much more to share with you once your heart heals. And it's going to take time. Like, don't rush yourself. Be patient and gentle with yourself and kind of love yourself through this like you loved him. Okay, Mamone, I hope that helped, honey. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yay! Yes, I'm back, Carrie, and I'm glad you can hear me, Kathy. I don't know what that is. I just have to like restart my computer for some reason. So, we did some predictions for the year. I also want to pull some cards. This is my new tea time deck. I ordered this around my birthday and got them in for my Christmas gift, like right around Christmas. And it's called the Folia Arcana. And it's an oracle deck by Nora Pascaliva. The artwork, these are leaves on the back, which I thought was perfect for tea time since my tea time is usually leaves. You're so welcome, Amone. And then on the other side, there's objects. They're very similar to like a Lenormand deck. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So the artwork is absolutely beautiful. There's elements, there's flowers, there's like really profound, beautiful messages. So these are our tea time cards now. Okay, I got you, Donna. Okay, so these are tea time cards. They're new to me, so I don't know all the messages. I do have the book, but I don't like doing that. So I will read them, and then I'll use my intuition to see what it means for you. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is get everybody get your cards out. Thank you so much. I know I waited. I haven't bought a deck in like 2 years, and I wanted a special deck for tea time, but I have a friend that did a tea time, and she had a deck that I really wanted, but I didn't want to have her deck. I had to have my own. And these had just come out. I got them on Amazon, but it was like a Kickstarter. So, and they were so me. Like they're totally were everything I was looking for because I wanted something different, unique, and I wanted more Lenormand that we could do a story and pull and get more information and more details. So that's why I like these. So for 2026, pull your card. I want you to shuffle your cards like I am. Okay? And we're going to see what energies will serve us best for 2026. What do we, like, where do we need to come from for 2026? What destination? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what energies, okay, are we going to, I used to always pick a word, and I'm not doing that for the year. Oh, we had a jumper. Reflection. So the very first thing I get message for 2026 is reflection, which is reveals who we are. So we're going to keep going on that. So for 2026, we need to like take time to reflect on how far we've come and who we really are. And with that, we need to treasure and protect our energy and space. I feel this is extremely important in 2026. Okay. It's okay to be spiritual and stuff like that, but also protect and treasure your space, your energy, and your spirituality. Okay. It's a treasure. It's not always needed to be shared. Sometimes treasures are just for you. So you're going to reflect. We're going to treasure our energy and our space and appreciate the comfort and sense of belonging of home. See, it's like kind of what I was saying. It's more of a return to the old, a return to home, a return to the old ways and home life in 2026. More coming full circle, like, let's see, give help and receive help. Yeah. So it's kind of like all the old ways. This is the basket of generosity, reciprocity. I can't say. Okay. But this is like the giving basket, the blessing basket. This is also a basket here. Home. Okay. This is like all of our eggs in one basket at home, our sacred nest. Okay. It's our treasure. So, and we're a place for us to reflect. So I really get like 2026 is going to be about us reflecting on who we really are. Okay. And treasuring and protecting our energy and our space. And appreciate the comfort and the sense of belonging. So the sense of belonging is for home, but it's also giving help and receiving help. by us giving and receiving of the help, that's also going to give us a sense of community, a sense of belonging. So that's like what I was saying with us sharing our knowledge and our wisdom. So I'm curious, what did you guys draw? Because I know, Hannah, you had your cards. You pulled a phoenix. This is awesome. I drew 3 of Cups. Fits really well with what you were drawing. Good job, Dawn. Yeah, Dawn, if you would like a reading from this deck, I do yearly Wheel of the Year. Feel free to book an appointment and we can do a Wheel of the Year. And what it does is just reveals the energies. Okay, so that's all. It reveals the energies for each month. And then what I do is I actually use 2 decks for that. I'll use the Psychic Tarot for the energies of each month, and then we use this to get the more details. Okay, so that was for everybody. That's like so Dawn, how did you interpret, Hannah, how do you interpret the Phoenix with what I was doing? And Dawn, what about the 3 of Cups? What does that tell you? And you pulled a Lion also. So what is that telling you guys? Tell me how you think that fits. Can you tell me your interpretation, Dawn and Hannah? One got a Phoenix and a Lion. So Hannah pulled a Phoenix and a Lion for 2026, which is freaking amazing. I'd like to know your interpretation. And Dawn got a 3 of Cups. What is your interpretation of that? Thank you so much, Donna Solis. Yes, and I'll pull cards for you guys too. I just wanted to kind of give us like an overall for the year. And my comments are taking forever. So just let me know, guys. Yeah, I love these cards. And I haven't used them a lot. And like, I like to read the book, but I also like to intuitively. So I'm kind of doing both. I've just been playing with them since right before Christmas. And they're really nice to shuffle too. Like, I have large hands. Like, I really do have. Trying to think of a normal. I don't have anything normal size for you to compare to, but I have rather large hands. And these are as big as my palm. Like, they're really comfortable for me. Hi, Mandy. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Carla. Welcome, sweetheart. So over on Facebook, there we go. Finding our tribes, Donna. Exactly. And Don says, yeah, Don. So honestly, just book. I'll put the link here in just a minute. Don says friendship and community. Exactly. And Hannah's Phoenix, she sees as rebirth, a time of healing and finding strength. The Lion is also finding strength. Yes, the Lion is strength and courage and power. And it's also knowing your true inner strength. Like, it's you. Like, it's 2 sides of you. And the Phoenix is you rising from the ashes. So 2025 was like our ashes. Like, we're done with that. We're moving forward. And I also love the fire reference of the Phoenix because this is the year of the fire horse. So beautiful work, guys. Now, let's go ahead and pull cards for people. You guys get your cards out, and we're going to do it together. I like to do this just so you guys get a chance to see how your cards work. And what's really cool is when we all do it together, how the reading, like you see how your cards match mine. Spirit, we are all gathered in a sacred space. Our hearts are connected. Our energies are connected. So the messages that need to be heard for all of us will be here. Okay, and yeah, I'm so over it too. So they'll all be connected. So just if somebody's getting a reading and it sounds like it hits your heart or your soul, listen, because there's something in it that you need to hear too. Maybe it just came through them. Okay. So let's start with. I think I had Donna Solis at the top. Brave and courageous. Yes. Okay. My nose is itching. Excuse me. So I'm going to pull Donna, and then whoever else would like a reading, just go ahead and plop your name down, give me permission. So we're going to connect. I'm also a psychic medium. If you don't know me, my name's Cheryl, aka MamaCole. Everybody calls me Mama. It's just easier. my mama wasn't the best in the world, so I mamaed myself, and I was also a foster mama. That's kind of where that came from, because I didn't want them to call me mom. I said, just call me MamaCole. So they would call me that because they all had their moms. So with Donna, yes, I sure can, Mandy. And I'm going to breathe. Often when I connect, my eyes are closed. I know with my glasses it's hard to see with the glare. I messed with the lights today and I could not figure it out, so I apologize. Donna, I get a very nurturing, motherly presence right behind you, like she's putting her hands on your shoulders, and it's the cook. I think that's your mother-in-law, and she's saying, job well done. You did a really good job. You must have cooked one of her recipes or something, because she's really, really proud. And she was there right with you when you were stirring, like she's showing me stirring the pot. Like she was helping you. Because at times it did almost seem like the spoon was stirring on its own. She wants you to know, of course, she was there. Um, and she loves that you honored her that way. Like it touched her. It touched her soul very deeply. Okay. She just wants you to know, and she does speak Spanish because she's wanting you to know, like, Happy New Year. But she switched to Spanish, and I just only understand a bit, but which is funny because normally I just understand them completely. But she is speaking Spanish also. It's funny how the spirit world works, because like she's speaking Spanish and I understand a few words, but then I understand it in English, which I never can really. Ooh, person with a questionable moral compass. You got a sneaky person. You keep your eye open. There's somebody sneaky around you that has a questionable moral compass right now, Donna. We're going to draw a couple cards on that, see who this person is. Is she aware of this person already? Like, does she already know what's going on? Temptation, alluring thoughts and actions. So this person also is like alluring you, like they're sneaky and they're trying to steal you away or something. Um, alluring thoughts and actions and belief. Examine existing beliefs, and they're making you question some of your beliefs. So kind of keep an eye out. You're cooking now. Oh, I love that. So know that she's with you now. She's there. She's there now. So that was just her validating that, because I did ask for a clear question, validations. So just keep your eye out in the next little bit for some kind of sneaky person who's trying to tempt you with something. So there might be like a job offer or something that's a little bit more alluring than you realize. Okay. And realize you're stronger than your temptations, and stand firmly on your beliefs. Okay. Let them light the way for you. So I get this might be kind of like a change in beliefs, Donna, like a change in just a little bit of a change. Hold on. Let me turn these. There we go. So I just get that some kind of change. Okay. So it's a change, like the way you see things is going to be challenged. Like it's going to be a little bit different. Okay. So don't let anybody stray you from what you know is true and what's going on. You cook some of her best recipes and she's aware of that. So I love that for you. Okay. Hold on. Let's go to Mandy. So I hope that helped, Donna. I'm going to separate from you. Now, Mandy, around you, I feel like a heaviness, like a darkness, a heaviness. I don't know if it's grief, depression, uh, but whatever you're going through, honey, I want you to know that you're not alone. Uh, your loved ones see you, the loved ones in the afterlife, your spirit guides and stuff are aware of your struggles and what is happening. So please just know that you are seen, you are loved, and you are validated. there's a particular gentleman that stands over you. I get like a fatherly figure, a protector. He's the one that made sense of everything. He made order of everything, and without him, your world's kind of lost. I feel that's what's going on. Um, like hope and direction has been lost. And please know, hold on, I'm supposed to draw a card. No, your soulmate. Oh, know that yes, he is your soulmate. He is part of your tribe, and he's never away from you. Your souls are connected for eternity. Ooh, that's why I had to pull that. So, wow, hold on. And he wants you to see the joy in the little things, okay? Even though this darkness seems really heavy and stuff, still look for the little tiny ladybug in the midst of the forest, in the midst of the city. There's still beauty to be found. Your soulmate will show you these things. And there are, I do see, this is why you're depressed, because there are obstacles in your path. There's a blockage. There's something in your way that you do have to overcome, but you need to realize you're not alone. You do have soul partners. See this? Your soulmate? You do have soul partners, guides, and guardians that will help you through this. You just have to try to hold on to the joy. What little tiny bits, even if it's as tiny as a mustard seed, okay, Megan? Does that resonate for you, honey? Was it Megan or Mandy? I'm saying Megan, but this is for Mandy, okay? So how does that resonate for you? I want you now, joy is not easy to find, okay? And what this is saying, just enjoy the little things. Okay, if joy to you is a ice cream cone, eat the damn ice cream cone. Okay, if joy to you is a simple cup of tea, or if you have certain things that you do, you smoke and incense, I get there's some kind of scent, like you're very sensual. Don't deny that. Like enjoy that. That if it brings you joy, don't deny yourself. Okay, Mandy? Okay, yes. That did help? I'm so glad it helped you too, sweetheart. Donna. Yeah, but what soulmate? That's where I have trouble. Okay, I'm not sure if this is your father or just know this is your soul family. Our soul family, we don't always know. It could be an ancestor. It could be a spirit guide. She calls us out. How funny. I'm sorry. Who did I call out? Oh, she was calling you out. Yeah. Okay. For anyone, I've pulled a bat. Okay, hold on. I see you guys. I'm over on Facebook. Give me a minute. Kayla, hi, MamaCole. Glad I could catch you all today. As always, thank you for sharing your gift with all of us. You're so welcome, Kayla. Carrie, I'd like a card reading. Yes, Carrie, I got you. Now, Hannah drew a bat, and that's take care of noticing what the environment is telling you, like a bat, feeling the waves radiating around you. Even when it's dark, it will lead you to the light. If pulled, I love one. Okay, my cat is, oh, see, Hannah's cat is her soulmate, which is funny because that card did have an animal on it. And now the bat is very much, you're so welcome, Mandy. Now I want you to realize the bat is very similar to this darkness that I was describing. Now, I grew up in cave. I was a cave explorer, a caver since I was like a little kid. Now, the interesting thing about bats is even though it is dark and you can't see anything, nobody can see anything, but a bat can find its way through the ultrasonic, and they bounce sound waves off of objects and they're able to avoid you. I have been in a tiny little crawl space, like this little tiny passageway, and thousands of bats go flying past me, like rushing past you, flying past you, and not one of them has hit me, touched me, or anything. And there'd be like 4 or 5 of us in a row, and they wouldn't touch any of us because of their ultrasound. They can go right through you. And to me, that's almost like you going through that darkness with your soulmate is going to help guide you through that. to finding those little tiny lights of joy. Okay, so just like a bat, they're coming through the caves at lightning speeds to go through to the light. So the joy is your light, and it can be simple. It doesn't have to be huge things. It could be as simple as blowing a bubble. You know what I mean? Like little bubbles, blowing those. You have a bat tattoo, Hannah? Yes, they are amazing creatures. They really are. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to scroll back up because with Mandy, there was also Megan somewhere. Megan Howard. There we go. Hi, Megan. Are you still here, sweetheart? And if I offend you, if you have different pronouns or anything, I live in the South. I use sweetheart, honey, things like that. I don't mean any offense. So if it offends you, I apologize. Megan, Megan, Megan. I keep hearing farm, back on the farm. Something about a farm. Um, pigtails. Like, do you have pigtails in that picture? Because I'm seeing you like in pigtails, short like Daisy Dukes on a farm, like hay rides and things like that. But I'm seeing you more like as a teenager. I'm not sure what this is in reference to. So just, I don't even, that's just the very first thing that I see. You are here. Good. So the very first thing I see is you like with long pigtails. Well, they're about to hear pigtails, makeup, but not like overly made up. And this shirt that's like red and white, and it's kind of low cut, tied, almost like how we used to wear halter, like tied button tops with like cut off shorts. And you're just like on a farm, and I see like bales of hay behind you, like a wagon bales of hay. I don't see a bunch of people, and it's really super sunny. So I don't know if this is a memory. Okay, I'm gonna draw cards along with this. Can you give us more information about what we are seeing, what I am seeing? And I'm just pulling three. I'm supposed to just pull. I'm not even looking at it. Oh, you got. Now, I don't know if you saw, I've been shuffling this entire time. Very first thing was for you to cultivate your ideas. So I don't know if you got something. Welcome, Regina. Hello. I don't know if you have something going on, like in your thoughts that you're planning, like you have some kind of ideas. Ah! Okay, it's your mom. Okay. She said her mom used to call her Maggie Moo, and my favorite outfit was a cowgirl outfit. So please know that's okay. So please know that's what's going on. Okay. That's her validating that. And in your thoughts, when you're having thoughts, I want you to cultivate whatever these ideas are that are coming to you. You too, and I shuffle these like crazy. You too, your soulmate will help you. Okay. And it says someone from your soul tribe. So someone from your soul tribe will help you bring these thoughts and ideas to fruition, but you also do have some kind of obstacle in your way. But the obstacles are made to make the path stronger. Okay. So you just keep going down that path, and then you're going to have energy and a rush of excitement. So it's going to come forward. So whatever these ideas that you have coming into the new year, I want you to cultivate these ideas and these plans, whatever this plan is. Okay? So you cultivate these ideas. Grab your soul team on board. This is like your guide, your guardians, God, the divine, whoever it is on your soul team. And look what she said she was thinking about today. Does everybody see that? She was thinking about real estate school today. So this is your mom. This is totally your mama. And notice, Maggie Moo with the farm. Notice it's a farm hat, like a garden hat. So this is for you to go ahead and cultivate those ideas. She will help you to find the way. She's going to help you clear the path so that it's easier to do. There will be some obstacles. I get more of the obstacles are going to be financial, but it will open the way. You're going to find other ways around. That's what obstacles are for. They're about being creative and finding ways around it. And then with that, you'll get the rush of excitement and energy to move forward because your plans are going to go right into fruition for 2026. So do it, Megan. Wholeheartedly do it. I know. I freak a lot of people out. It's okay. That's what real psychic mediums do. Like we work with your spirit guides and your loved ones and stuff, and the information comes forward that you need. So if you'd like more and to do like a thorough Wheel of the Year reading, that's how you find me. Just go to my website, book an appointment. And what I'm doing right now, when I say Wheel of the Year, I will draw 12 cards out of this deck for each month, one for each month. And then when we have questions like we did, we'll draw these for each month. So like say January, we see that you're going to have a challenge. Well, what is that challenge going to be? So we'll go to these decks and we'll shuffle and see what the challenge is. Okay? So that's how that works. And Dawn pulled for Megan. Oh, I love it when you say that. Southern people are so loving. Thank you. Dawn pulled an Ace of Wands, which is new project inspiration for Megan. So it goes right with what you're saying. So you follow that inspiration. That thought did not come to you by accident on the first of the year, Megan. So please look into real estate school. Go sell them big, huge houses and make $1,000,000. You're so welcome, honey. Yeah, and I get it. So that's the answer to you financially. You have what it takes, and 2026 is your year. And it's all of our years. Okay. So who is next? I got Donna, Megan, and Mandy from this. Tani, are you still here, Tani? And then I'll hop over to Facebook and get you Hannah, Dawn, Carrie, Kayla. Okay, just be patient, guys. And Kathy, I think Kathy's over here too. But I promise I will get to everyone. We all deserve to be seen and heard. You're so welcome, Megan. And see, it's not us, it's spirit. Okay, that is your loved ones in spirit talking to you. I'm just the mouthpiece. I'm nothing special. I'm just open to receive. That's all. Well, I'm not saying that I'm nothing special. I just make it to where I'm available for the messages to deliver them clearly. That's all. Okay, so I'm so thankful it could help you. And I'd really encourage you to book a reading if you need to. Like it'll help. And remember, I'm here every Thursday. This is your time that I give back to you freely. Like I can pull cards. I can answer any questions that you have, anything like that. That's what we are here for. Any experiences that you've had that you um, need some direction, feel free to ask. Yeah. Hannah, I feel you. You've had a rough 2 years too. I hear you. Hi, Kayla. You're so welcome. So, Hannah, I'm calling you out while I wait for whoever out. I think it was Tanya I was waiting for, but it's you now, Hannah. So, we're going to do your card. Hold on. I'm pasting you so that people know. You've had a rough 2 years. I get it. I reviewed my last 2 years and I was like, holy crap. You name it, physically, mentally, spiritually, I have been through the ringer myself. So I so get it, sweetheart. So with that, Hannah, I'm going to drop in. And I don't always do little readings beforehand. I just feel the need to tonight. Oh, Hannah, I have like 3 or 4 women around you. Um, one, I feel a lot of pressure in my chest. And I get these 3 are like perhaps sisters, aunts, aunties, a grandma with her daughter and her daughters perhaps, but they're family and there's 3 of them around you. Lots of giggling, lots of she'll know exactly who we are. Um, but please know that they're very heavily involved and they're very around you and present. And the holidays was their favorite time of year. And they're ecstatic with you. They know that things have been tough and haven't been the same as they normally are. but that you're thriving, like you're doing really well. Okay. They see how you're holding it together. Now I'm just pulling cards for you. Top, middle, bottom of deck, and top again is where they had me pull. So you got 4. Ooh, the first one is a gift, a precious offering. Look at that. So, Hannah, you have a gift. You have a precious offering. You have something very precious to give to the world. Uh, and it's time for you to travel, to pack and go. Stop holding on to it. It's time to move it forward, move it on out. You are protected. There's no worries. There's nothing to fear. You're completely protected. And don't forget your companion, your discerning friend. This this companion of yours will help you in these times that you fear of like revealing these gifts. I get this as your pet that you were just talking about is who this companion is. So in the coming year, this is identifying your gift. Okay. So you were going to see your gift more clearly or more identifiable. You saw your mom, your daughter, and a great friend I've gained from work. Yes. Yeah, because there's 3 of them and they're right beside you. So your gifts will help you with them. Okay, they're going to make it easier to connect. In this travel, I don't get a sense of like a physical travel. I get this for you to pack up and go. This is more of a spiritual pack up and go, like move forward this year. There's going to be a lot of forward movement regarding your gifts in this coming year in 2026. And your companion, your discerning friend is going to be right along beside you. Okay? And you're out, well, the protection was beforehand. So the protection is like the discerning friend. So you don't have anything to fear with your gifts and moving forward because you are protected, because that's how it went. It went gifts, moving forward. So it was your gifts, and then it was moving forward with your spiritual gifts, traveling. But this is more like a spiritual travel. And there's no worries because you're spiritually protected. Like, look at that. See that shield? So I think I got to figure out how to hold them. You are protected and you are never alone. Your companion, who is a discerning friend, is always with you. So, Hannah, I see a lot for you in the coming year. It's a big change for me with having an emptiness. Nothing is holding me down now. Okay. Your gifts are going to help hold you down. That's where you're going to find your grounding. Okay. That's where you're going to find yourself, Hannah. So, dive into your gifts. Dive into those communications with your mom and your daughter and your friend. Um, okay. Like, I know that physically you're alone. So now you have more time to pay attention to your spiritual self. Okay. So I hope that helped. Hey, there's Tawny. Hello. Howdy. Yes, Sarah, I will get you in just a moment. Let me get to Tawny first. Okay. And I see you too, Regina. Okay. And if there's anyone above. Okay, so Tawny. So I hope that helped you, Hannah. If you have any more questions or you need more direction or guidance for the year, like I said, you just come see me. Okay? So Miss Tawny. Oh, now Tawny, now this is different. So usually I have like your great grandpa or whoever the king guy was. Now I'm seeing fire. And these are more like balls of fire, like somebody is spitting fire. Like in Hawaii, they had like poi bowls that they would spin with fire, and it's very similar to that. Like I'm seeing spinning fire, and it's females, not males. It is females. One in particular, and she's not a large woman. Like she's more petite than the others around her. So I don't know if she's a child or if she's just smaller in frame or stature. Um, Fire is extremely important this year, and I've got this in other readings with you. But this year especially, the fire will produce the movement forward and burn what doesn't serve you, is what they're saying. You got to keep working with the fire, Tawny. Fire is your power. It's your magic. It's your warrior spirit will come from the fire. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully someone different. Yeah. There's something about the fire. Okay. So can I pull her cards now? Yeah. The cards are going to tell more about the fire. Hold on. And I'm not even looking. I shuffle them, and I'm also doing you top, bottom, top, bottom. Oh, you got top, bottom, middle, top, bottom. They had me draw quite a few. So you got a little bit of a story. Self-care is the very first card. Heal, repair, and connect. So Tani, with all the work that you're doing, are you taking care of yourself? For 2026, you need to heal, repair, and reconnect with your physical body. Okay? And Tani is back country now. That means that she's like out in the wilderness now. And you're going back home tomorrow. Okay, you should have a fire tonight before you leave, if you're able to. Okay. And in the coming year, I want you to heal, repair, and reconnect. So really, really take care of yourself, like your self-care. Okay. This is loving yourself. You're also going to be climbing the ladder to success this next year. Heck yeah. Gradual success with thoughtful actions. So as you take care of yourself, you're going to slowly be climbing the ladder of success, one rung at a time, with carefully planned out steps, okay? And then with this, I want you, now notice you have work boots on, okay? So you're moving forward, but with leisure, okay? Remain lighthearted. So going up the step, always remain focused on the positive and be lighthearted. Yeah, so you did run the court case appeal. I knew you would. Okay, so just, you're going to be moving forward leisurely, all right? And then we also got to work on our mindset. Make sure that we find a different perspective. So that's like with that court case. If you're always looking at the negative, you're not going to receive the positive. So with this positive movement forward and the leisurely stroll forward this next year, I also want you to work not only on self-care, but mind perspective, okay? Okay? And then, you are going to have a detour at the end of the year. There is going to be something that's going to make you change course. But I don't feel this is a negative at all. Okay, so in the coming year, more self-care. Take care of yourself. All right? Take each rung of the ladder of success slowly and gradually with thoughtful actions. Okay, be thoughtful in your actions and enjoy each step. Like take each step with leisure and enjoy each step up that rung and remain lighthearted. Okay, and with that lightheartedness, you have to remain positive. Your perspective. You got to find a different perspective. Instead of always looking at the negative, look at the positive and expect a detour. But this detour is just a change of course. It's like a plot twist. So next year is going to have a plot twist. Something's going to shake it up, but it's going to be for the good. Okay? And not that I ever doubted your readings. Stick around, honey. I love it when people have been around for a couple years. They're like, nope, we've got to ask MamaCole. Okay, yeah, work on that for sure, honey. Thank you so much, MamaCole. You're amazing. And I will take the message and work on it 100%. So, yeah, just in the next year. And self-care isn't always about washing our face. Sometimes it's about sitting on the couch, watching a chick flick, eating a little thing of ice cream, and smoking what you need to smoke, or drinking what you need to drink, or just indulging yourself. Sometimes it's about blowing bubbles in the bubble bath. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever will bring you joy and take care of your soul. It's not always, it is your physical body, but sometimes we forget about our little girl self, okay? Okay, and see, Hannah said that she'll do the same thing. She's working on her spiritual health this year too. And Kayla says that she's sending Hannah positive vibe as well for everyone this year. And yes, and release that phoenix. She's rose up now. And Hannah drew an Ace of Pentacles for you. I mean, Dawn did for you, Hannah. I love that. You guys are spot on. I love, Dawn, that you're just drawing cards and you're very comfortable with it. I love that you're sharing now. What else did you see? There we go. So, who else did I have? I had Regina. Hi, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. You're so welcome, Tawny. Now, hold on. I had Regina. There we go. Yes, ma'am. Miss Regina, are you here? I hope everybody's still here because I do my best to get to everyone. It just takes some time, okay? Oh, Regina, I remember you right away because your husband comes right through. I don't always remember who you guys are, and I don't remember readings or anything. But and I've never done a in-person reading for you, I don't think. But your husband comes through loud and clear, and he has like the very white, the hello, I'm here. Like he has such a deep voice. So please know he's here. And I love that because I'm like, Regina, I know her, but so please know he is here. And he says it's not another year without him. It's another year closer to him. And you found a way to incorporate him this year in the celebrations, and he's thankful. He loved what you did. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but he's just acknowledging you, Regina. And usually, I don't smell him this time, and this time he just has a singular rose for you. Like before, I could smell his cologne before he arrived, and he'd have I remember like the champagne dinner and stuff, and this time, no. It's the simple things in life. He has a single red rose because he doesn't have to showboat or anything. His love is true. It's like you almost are seeing like the pure beauty and the love that you guys had. Like you're acknowledging it more. The grief must be subsiding more because he is a lot more present than normal. Like he is around you. He is aware. And I feel that you're starting to sense him or feel him more. Did you smell him recently? Like get a whiff? Like he's having me draw for you. There we go. I sprinkled some ashes at church near his birthday in November. Yeah. Well, he's very aware of that, okay? Um, the very first card I got was sweetness. And for you to set clear boundaries, okay? What this is he's seen that you're finally starting to enjoy the sweet things of life, and his love and your eternal love is part of it. Um, there's a travel, pack up and go. I don't know if you have travel plans for 2026, but for you, I see this as more, um, yeah, see, I get that. Okay, so you have a new man in your life and you did smell him. Okay, so he's acknowledging that. Enjoy the sweetness of life, okay? You deserve it, but set boundaries. Make sure that you are getting what you deserve. Okay, so make sure that there are boundaries in the sweetness of life. So this is him acknowledging that. And go ahead and take the trip. Whatever trip it is that you have planned, pack and go. I see that as a physical trip for you. I do get a red flag though, okay? And all this is saying is just pay attention. If you're getting any kind of warning signs or something in your life that is showing a red flag, this is your message to pay attention. Don't ignore them, okay? You also have slow and steady. With this new guy, be patient, take it slow, and take it steady, okay? Just like the snail. Um, and of course, he is always watching over you and you are always protected. So you have the sweetness of life ahead and travel like moving forward movement. So yeah, go to Massachusetts in the fall. That's what this is. Go for it, okay? Um, and no, if there's any red flags, then don't. But I don't get this is about the guy. This is like some kind of situation or something. Maybe don't move in right away or something. I don't know. There's some kind of red flag, but it's not like a relationship red flag. It's just something minor. Like just keep an eye out for the red flags because everything else is great. You just have to keep your boundaries, go slow and steady, and know that you are protected. He does watch over you. Your husband is involved. Yeah. His mom said give him time. His mom passed away in 2023. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it is. So there's a familiarity in the grief and you do live together. Okay. So see, because I saw something about the living together, but that's not where the red flag is. Like the red flag is more I'm not sure what that is. I get it's something with finances or something with your boundaries or something, but you know what it is. Or when it comes up, you'll know better. Okay. So I think 2026 is going to be a great year for you. Take the trip. Enjoy the sweetness of life. Yes, Sarah, of course I can. And Hannah, I'm so glad you're learning to trust your intuition more these days. And Dawn, keep practicing. Yes, yes, yes. Pull with me. Did you pull one for Regina, Dawn, and Hannah? What did you guys get? Please share in the comments for Regina. You've been together for a while. I love that. Okay, I love that. All right. Now, was there anyone else in this feed by Regina? Jamie, did you want a card? And I got these new glasses. It's funny, they're by phone. See the line? So I like to read. I have to go like this. It's the funniest stuff ever. Okay, Barbara. Yes, Barbara. Are you still here, Barbara Collins? If you're still here, sweetheart, just tell me and I can read for you. Yeah, the finances make sense. So that's probably what it is. Okay, Jamie. Okay, Jamie. Jamie. Now, Jamie, this is really funny. As I drop in with you, I see a jigsaw puzzle, a fall jigsaw puzzle, like fall leaves, and it's a jigsaw puzzle. And I can't even see what your icon is on your thing, but it's together. There's no missing pieces, and all I see is like a hand over it. There's like it's not holding pieces or anything else. So I don't know if you had a loved one who did puzzles, or if this is a representation of someone with autism. I'm not sure exactly what this is. You would know better than me. So just know that that's what the very first vision was that I was approached with. So what messages does Jamie need tonight? Oof, I just threw almost the whole deck. I don't think you need the whole deck, sweetheart. And then they just destroyed the whole puzzle. So I'm going to draw with that because I'm getting like the puzzle is more a representation of life. Like, don't leave everything. Everything doesn't have to be in its place. Sometimes it's okay to have it all disrupted and thrown around. Yeah, the very first card is a detour. So it's time for you to change course. Okay, so that picture perfect puzzle that you have, it's all right if it's disrupted and thrown apart, okay? Because you're going to use your imagination and creativity and paint a new picture. So I'm not sure exactly what this change is, like this detour, but you're going to paint a new picture and you're going to be tempted. Paint alluring things. Jamie, it sounds like your life. Okay, well, you're going to be tempted to the sweetness of life, okay? You're painting alluring thoughts and actions. And then you also have to find a different perspective. I'm going to pull another card with that too. So we get a little bit more clarification. Ooh, and you have a plot twist. So your year is starting out with a detour. Okay, so you need to change courses. This is a plot twist, okay? Hi, Lori. So this is a way you have to change, okay? There's going to be a detour, some kind of change, and you're going to roll with it and create creatively. Use your imagination. You're also going to be tempted. This is like to fill your soul For you, this temptation is like, it's time for you to like totally quench your thirst and expect there will be an unexpected development, a plot twist. This is all going to be for your greater good, though, in 2026. And it's going to make you have a different perspective. So you're going to have some major changes in 2026. It's going to start at the beginning of the year, and it's going to be a way for you to change your perspective, but bring out your creativity and you're going to find a way to fill your soul with your creativity and your alluring thoughts and actions. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, Jamie. When you figure it out, let me know because I'm really curious. I get it's some kind of like social, um, like you're really going to find a way to fill your soul to, and I don't know if it's not a sexual thing, but I get it's more of I'm not really sure, Jamie. But you're going to find a way to do this, to overcome whatever this is, this new plot twist, and you're going to look at it totally different. Hi, Carrie. Yes, Carrie. I see you. Oh, and Hannah, Regina, Dawn pulled the Nine of Wands for Regina, and it's for you to hang in there and have healthy boundaries and be courageous also. And then Hannah pulled the Hummingbird, and it's for you to be present each day and enjoy your joys when they come. And those both went right along with what we pulled. Um, Dawn, for you, Jamie, pulled a Four of Swords, and that's for you to rest and go inward, okay? So take this time when you're having these detours and for that creativity and stuff, take the time to go inward. And Hannah pulled a Duck for you, which is she sees you finding your community to ride through life and fly with. So that might be changing your mindset. Like maybe you're like, I don't need anybody. Hi, Izzy. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. So that might be what that is your mindset might be, yeah, you do need a community, and that's going to help fill your heart and your soul. I will definitely let you know. Would love to see what this year brings. Me too, sweetheart. Okay, now, I just remembered Carrie over here. I'm going to hop back over here. Carrie, Colasits. Oh, Carrie, now okay, I'm seeing a woman running through a kitchen, like, and she's like trying to prepare stuff, and she's actually making like homemade noodles or homemade pastas. Like, I think it's noodles, but I also think she's making like I don't even know. Oh, what are those things called? Where they put the potatoes in the pasta or something? I don't know what it's called. But she's making all this stuff, and she doesn't have a lot. Like, she has a very simple kitchen. Um, and these are very simple recipes that she's making from scratch. She was here when we were talking about like the scratch recipes and the yeast. She's like, don't forget you can make noodles too. Like, she's showing these noodles. I've never made homemade noodles in my life. Um, I'm not sure why this is coming up, and she's very busy. Like, she doesn't have time to stop. Like, she's just moving all around. She's not standing still. I'm getting Nochi. I'm the only one that said that last name right. Kolozitsky. Noki. That's what that is Noki. Okay, because she's making all this stuff, but she's loving it. Like, it's from very simple ingredients, but she's making these rich, filling, beautiful meals like these. She wants you to remember your roots. Remember, um, life is simple. Go back to the basics, Carrie, okay? Your father's mom made her own pasta, never said. So that's who that is then. Because she's not. She's just running, and she's a really tiny lady. She's not a large, like in stature. She's small and just running back and forth in her kitchen. There's flour everywhere. But a tidy kitchen is sign of a sick mind. She says you can't have a tidy kitchen while you're cooking. And she's got flour all over her and stuff. Okay, and with that, so she's just letting you know that she is here. This is her favorite time of year. She loves this time of year. when it's cold and you can cook and it doesn't heat the whole house up. She had me pull your cards. As you know, I was shuffling too. Oh, you, Carrie, need to stop worrying. Flour, eggs, oil. That's it. How she made her pasta. That's what she's showing me. Very simple ingredients. I love that. Okay, she's showing me time. Okay, you need to trust the divine timing. Okay, yes, Jamie, we did have messages at the beginning of your reading, I believe. Okay, Carrie, you need to be trusting in the divine timing. Just like bread needs time to rise, there is a divine timing in everything. So don't try to rush it. See the seed within the hourglass? The seeds have already been planted. You just have to wait for the timing to be just right, okay? You do have a loyal friend, a wise and supportive friend who will help you when you're waiting. So remember this friend, okay? This could be a spiritual friend. This could be, but I get this as more somebody, uh, this is recognizing your loyal friend. You have 5 cards here, so we have. I also get travel for you, but this is more, I don't get this as like a physical trip. This is a movement forward. Pack and go for you to pack up and keep moving forward. You'll have lots of security and financial abundance in the coming year. Material gain. So you're just going to be waiting with your beautiful, loyal friend. Continue to move forward, all positive movement forward. There will be a lot of abundance. And you also have an examination of your existing beliefs. So some of your beliefs might be challenged. You might have more spiritual challenges and stuff that will shine a light on these beliefs. Let's see if I can. But that it's going to bring some very beautiful spiritual things like into the light. Okay, so it's going to, your beliefs are going to change and grow. You have a few loyal friends and you're super impatient. Yeah, and your grandmother, she was only 5'2". Okay. Um, and now Hannah, for you, Carrie, drew a spider and an octopus. What you create with care will be noticed by the right people. And the octopus tells me that you're juggling a lot. Be mindful what you spend your time on. You know what else I saw about the octopus this year? Very first thing I saw for New Year's was like, I'm going through the New Year's like the octopus. Do you know the octopus punches fish that he holds grudges and he punches fishes that he don't like? Like it just goes zoop, and he'll punch fish that he don't like. So in the next year, every word of this resonates. Thank you so much. So in the next year, try not to juggle so much and be mindful what you spend your time on. Don't waste your time with those people. Don drew the lover's card. This is for passion and alignment. So make sure you're fueling your passions. And we're getting that a lot lately. Thank you, Mandy. It is this deck right here. And I got it on Amazon, but I pre-ordered it during the Kickstarter. Okay. So I don't know if it's still available or not. I waited like 4 months for it. So how is everyone doing? Octopi are hilarious. Oh, that's your spirit animal, Carrie. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, they're funny. That, you know, a funny thing. My grandma was a fisherman, and she used to go fishing in Canada and then in North Carolina. She would go fishing in North Carolina, and 9 times out of 10, she would end up with this octopus on her boat. Like almost every summer, she would end up with an octopus on her boat. And those things, they would hide. She goes, I for 2 hours, I was trying to get that thing off the boat. Like it was the funniest thing. And there was one time that somebody was able to film it because this was before we had cell phones and stuff. But somebody filmed it on a video, and we had like a little black and white thing for a little bit. And then there was a picture of her with this octopus trying to get. They came to shore. They still couldn't get the octopus out. You needed all of these cards. You're so welcome, Carrie. That's what we're here for. I was like, I am doing absolutely nothing on New Year's Day. I want to bring in the new year doing readings. I need to be working doing this work and helping you guys more than I need to be working. This past 2 months has been really difficult. I've been working DoorDash. and it's insane. I can't walk. So I do the driving. My son does all the walking and up the stairs and picking the food up and all that, and I just drive. But honestly, we were working like 12 hours and making like $40. And whew, that is crazy. I can't do that with my back and stuff. I would much rather do this work and help you. Um, this is what my soul desires. So I am manifesting 2026 to be a very good year for me. I hope that I help you guys. I'd really like to help you. I do these Wheel of the Years yearly for people, and they come back every January. Sometimes we do them in the middle of the year, but usually they come back in January. We go over last year's reading and see what applied, what didn't, and then we do this year's reading. And I freaking love it. I have one guy that's come for 4 years in a row, and I love how our readings go and how we see uh, what resonated and what didn't. And now, as anything, when you do a reading like that, there's always free will. There's always spirit. There's always destiny. Like, things can change it. The cards are not, there is no law. Like, there is no, it's going to be this way, this, and this. No, nobody can see your future 100% because you have the beautiful thing called free will, and you can change your mind and do whatever. You need to get some new ones. Well, these are really good. What I do when I want to get a new deck, I look on Amazon, I look on Hay House and things like that. And I actually look at the reviews and look at the different cards, because some cards, like when you're reading professionally, you want to see first they want to be legible. Okay. I always look at the imagery, see how beautiful the imagery is, if it resonates with me. Because some cards, the imagery might be good, but the quality of the cards, like this is a pretty good card stock. Some cards are really thin and flimsy, which is okay if you're not a professional reader. But if you're a professional reader, they're not going to last very long. Yeah, if you would like a Wheel of the Year reading, sweetheart, just go to this website right here and book the tarot session or a psychic medium session. It takes an hour. I usually run over. There's no charge for running over. Sometimes it could run an hour and a half. So I just ask that you block some extra time just in case we run over. Starting a card reading journal this year. Yes, please do, guys. This is the time. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, it does. It takes up so much time for so little money. Please do. This is the great time of year. Get yourself a notebook. I highly encourage people. I was going to write a book, Broke Bitch Witch. There's you don't have to get an expensive book, like a notebook for your journal. You can get a fancy one, but I like these composition notebooks because I write a lot. And this is the cheapest way to get a lot of paper. Like, this is a couple hundred pages. This is 200 pages. Okay. This is 200 pages for 50 cents to $2 now. Now, a big fancy one like this is, I don't even know how many pages this was. I think this was like, I think this is like probably 150 pages, but this was like $25 because I got the pretty moon on it. But honestly, when you're just starting a card journal, get something like this. You can put stickers on it. You can do whatever you want. And I highly encourage, today is January 1st. Let's do that. Pull a card a day. If a card a day is too much, pull one every couple days. And then, yes, do a journal about it. What you feel intuitively versus the card's actual meaning. Yes, that's what I always tell my clients, my students. Pull your card. Don't look at the book first. Look at the card. What does this protection card have to do with me today? What does this have to do with my life today? What lesson do I need from this? And then look up the book. Like, write your intuition, write your question, whatever you felt when you pulled this, and then look at the book and then write that and compare. Okay. Hannah says, Um, as a typical ADHD person, I buy notebooks with thinking of writing in, but don't use them. I have the same Moon notebook. I was thinking of using it with, then use it because that was no accident that I pulled my. I've never showed anybody that. That's my book of shadows. I don't show anybody that book. So yeah, and I'm extremely ADHD. If you haven't been able to tell, so I totally get it. I have stacks of notebooks, but I write in them all the time. Like for my work, that's one of my gifts is I'm an intuitive writer. Like I sit down and will write, like I connect and write first. So yes, Mandy, if you'd like a reading, just go ahead and book. I'm open except for Friday and Saturday nights pretty much because I'm door dashing, but I'd much rather do readings on Friday and Saturday nights. So if you need me, I am here. How is everyone? Did I get to everybody? If there's someone I missed, please, please, please go ahead and tell me in the comments. And if not, I'm going to go ahead and go. I usually run about an hour, and we're almost on 2 hours tonight. So what a great night. Good way to ring in the year, the new year. I'm going to go ahead and draw us a card. What's the most important message we should take with us from tonight's session? Information. Can I do your daughter? Oh, yeah. Does your daughter want a card? Yes, I can real quick. So the information, you need to pay attention to whatever details were shared with you tonight. That's what we're supposed to take with us. So if you got a reading tonight and there were certain details in it or information for you, let's make sure that you pay attention to those, okay? So Mandy, could you tell me your daughter's name? Did you tell me up above? If not, if you could just tell me her name down below, Mandy, that would be great. She's a 20-something-year-old. Is she 25, 26? Okay, just if she would just give me her name and permit Rose. Oh, no way. Oh, the reason I say that is because my great grandma's name is Rose, and she's one of my major guides. Um, is she 25, 26? That's fine. But she's one of my major guides, and she pops up every now and then. So she's, I love that. Okay, Rose, you've had 2 cards pop out, but let me drop in all the way. She smiled. Okay. Now around Rose, I'm getting a very, okay, I hear a music box. It's the old time music box that you wind up. And I see Rose as a little girl, and I see her very like a fancy frilly dress. I'd say she's about 4 or 5 years old. And it's a really frilly dress, but it's not a spinny dress because I guess she used to spin, and this one didn't really go out. It had more of the ruffles than the poof. Like it wasn't a spinny dress. And I believe this is like her grandma or her great grandma. This lady is just watching her with pride. Like I feel like a very warm, motherly. I know it's not her mom because you're her mom, but like her grandma or her great grandma. And there's just a sense of pride and warmth and love. And this woman would have been present around that time period, like when she was like 4 or 5. And then she had me draw some more. I pulled 2 cards right before that. And the very first cards were celebration. This is enjoy your victories with others. So, Rose, whatever the victories are, you need to make sure that you're celebrating and you're ringing the bell and you're actually celebrating these accomplishments that you have made. They are a big deal. You need to celebrate and acknowledge them. Um, you need to also, with that celebration, be open to new adventure. Okay, this says be open to new experiences and ventures in your future. You need to make sure that you're watering your garden and nurturing yourself. Okay, so with this beautiful celebration, after the celebration, so I'm getting this as like a graduation or something. You've accomplished something major. Okay, and then now it's time to set out on the adventure of life. never forgetting to water yourself or to nurture yourself. This is like watering your soul. You also, there's lots of travel for a lot of us in 2026. So this is a lot of like positive movement forward. This is the year of the horse where we are moving forward. We are trudging full steam, galloping ahead. Um, and you also have a lot of abundance and financial security. So whatever this new path is, that this adventure is that you're going on, you are 100% prepared. You need to celebrate your accomplishments first thing. Okay, set forth on this adventure. Be open to new experiences. So it may not be, this adventure might not be what you planned. It might be a new experience. Does involve some travel, but I get this is more like positive movement forward and lots of financial security. So the end of the year, you're going to be having a lot of abundance. Um, Rose, how did that resonate with you? Does that make sense? And do you know who this woman is? Could you feel her when I was describing her? Because it may be somebody that you haven't seen since you were 4 or 5 years old. But she is around you often and she watches over you. And I so honestly would say almost like a spirit guide. Like she is one of your guardians, like your guides. Yes, 100%. Okay. So know that you are on the right path, but I don't want you to forget to celebrate yourself, okay? Kayla. Oh, no, Kayla, I got you, honey. Don't go anywhere, Kayla. I got you. And Carrie said, thank you so much for everything. Have a great night and Happy New Year to you and everyone. Spirituality itself is moving forward and we are all going with it. Yes, we are. Kayla, I got you, sweetheart. I don't want anybody to think that I miss them or anything. I just hop around. I'm on like a couple different feeds here, checking comments. She is crying and she is past. Aw, okay. Please know that when you cry during a reading, that is the tears. The tears are cleansing your soul, Rose, okay? Um, yeah, I knew that she's gone, but please know that she's with you always, okay? And if you'd like a reading, if you want a Wheel of the Year reading, which is where I do 12 cards, one for each month, and just give you some more guidance and insight on these wonderful adventures of yours, feel free to book. That's my site right there, okay? Now, Kayla. And I see you, Rose. Oh, now, Rose, Hannah pulled a tiger for you, and she can fade into the background, but she needs to be brave to be who she is. So you're, as a tiger, you have your stripes conceal you very well, and you can fade into the background, but that's not your calling anymore. You need to move forward and be who you are and to be seen, okay? So I hope that resonates. And I'm sure Miss Dawn will pull a card for you too. Okay, Rose? Okay, now Kayla, I'm going to switch back to you so I can kind of get your energy. All I do is I kind of, hold on, Kayla. Sometimes I copy you guys. I hope you don't mind if I don't, because sometimes I don't copy your comments and put them. If you're over on Facebook, it's like I have to copy and paste. And sometimes I just want to respond and so I don't interrupt spirit. Okay, Kayla. Now, Kayla, this is really funny. I've got boys, like 3 or 4 little boys, and they're throwing one of them dang the dodgeballs. You know, they're really loud and how they make a loud like bouncing. Um, these boys are very rambunctious, very boisterous. They're loud. They're having a ball. They're not causing any problems for anybody. Um, wow, they just had me drop almost my entire deck. Got to remember the good times and the laughter and the joy. Is your house real quiet now or something? I'm not sure if these are kids from your childhood. Like, are these brothers? Oh, you like these lives to watch my cats as well? Yeah, I have cats, my dog, and I've redone my thing. So you'll see them a lot more now because I'm sitting they have more space. So Kayla, these three boys, I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards, but they just come through and they're just being rambunctious. They're just like running around, throwing these balls. And I'm not really sure what is your life too peaceful and calm and unpredictable right now? Oh, you got celebration also. Now, I shuffled these like crazy, Kayla. My cat's about to pounce. Which one? Oh, that's Carl. Carl's like, oh, he does look like he's going to pounce. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Kayla, there's a celebration to be had for you. You need to also enjoy your victory with others. You need to tell others about your victories. What did you accomplish in 2025? You also got the adventure too for you to be open to new experiences in the 2026 and to zoom in. The answer that you're looking for is there. You just have to look a little closer. So there's something that you're seeking that you need to just move a little closer. Okay. And you also got nurture. Yours is to water your garden. So for the 2026, I want you to come into the celebrating. You made it. You have accomplished so much this past year in 2025. You made it through 2025. You are here. You are thriving. You're getting ready to be open to new experiences and go on the adventure of 2026. And with that adventure, you're going to look at things a little closer because the answers that you've been seeking are right in front of you. You just got to look a little bit closer than you've been looking. Maybe you're glancing over it, and the thing that you're looking for the most has been right in front of you this whole time. And with that, too, don't always be looking over at the fence of somebody else's garden. Make sure that you're watering your own garden, okay? Because it deserves to be nurtured and loved just like you do. So I hope that resonates. And I'm really curious who these three boys are. Um, oh, you said, hi, Carl. Tell Carla. I said, okay, it's not here. I just moved into the room. I have one son, but have two brothers. See, I was kind of getting like, it's like okay. So please know that I think your son has like playmates or something, or that I might have been reading the loudness. Um, I am a remote viewer, so sometimes that will come through. Kayla pulled for you, Kayla. Hannah pulled a zebra for you. You are an individualist. You're also focused and have a drive for inspiration. I hope that resonates for you. So, like a zebra, um, be yourself, be an individual, but stay focused and stay inspired. Okay. Oh, and Don drew the Wheel of Fortune for Rose. That's that you might have some turning point coming up, which is good. The Wheel of Fortune it moves you forward. It's all about forward movement. And yes, you did make it through 2025. We all did. We all deserve a big round of applause for making it. Yeah, I can put the site back up. It is PsychicInsights.Life / MamaCole. Uh, okay, did I get everybody? Has everybody gotten a reading tonight? How is everyone doing? Rose, are you feeling better? I hope you feel validated and seen. If you don't get anything from my tea time each week, is I do want you to know that your loved ones are very much still around. Um, love knows no boundaries. Death can't even separate us, okay? So they are still very much around. Our grief just makes it so hard and heavy that we can't always hear them or feel them. And that's why sometimes a psychic medium is good to come and help you connect, okay? And Kayla said, I'm not sure who the boys are, but I'm curious. Now, I'm curious, it might be me hearing your child playing and others around. I'm not sure. You're welcome, Kayla, for the card pulls, and the cards resonate very much. Okay. And Kayla, Don pulled a 7 of Wands, of protection and maintaining control. Don't let your brain run away with you. So trust your heart, not always your brain. I love that. Good job, Dawn. And I want to tell Dawn and Hannah, thank you very much. I'm really proud of you guys for going out of the box and bringing your cards. If you're curious about cards, you want to learn more, look me up. Let's get together. I can help teach you. We can do cards. I'd love to do the Wheel of the Year for you for just see what's coming up this next year. Also, don't forget the Mystics Academy that we have with Hollis is doing, and they're teaching all kinds of stuff about mediumship and everything else, but I do not have a link for it. But it is on the Medium page and things like that. But that is really wonderful because they have like a reading plan and stuff that you can pay. It's like $11 a month or something. Oh, I'm so glad I touched your heart. All right. So with that, I would like us to go ahead. As long as you're not driving, I'd like you to close your eyes. Remember at the beginning, we did open our circle and we invited our guides, guardians, loved ones. So now we need to release them. So let's close our eyes as long as we're not driving or operating heavy machinery. Let's take in some deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, keep breathing deeply. I'm going to go ahead and release our guides, guardians, angels, loved ones, ancestors, and our higher selves. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages tonight. May the validations and the messages ring true, and may they help encourage us through this coming year and through this week. Help us to stay focused. Help us to be gentle on ourselves. May this year bring us peace, comfort, spirituality, and just a knowing way to walk our journey through this life in the coming year. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you guys so very much. I hope you have a wonderful new year. Remember, every Thursday I am here at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you would like a session with me this week, I do mediumship, I do tarot, past life regression, just about anything that you need. If you need a teacher, I am here for you 100%. So thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.